The school system taught you how to get a job. It didn't teach you how to get rich. And that one thing, that gap, is why most people spend 40 years working hard and still retire with almost nothing. Today I'm going to show you the 5 levels of wealth. Most people are stuck at level 1 their entire lives and don't even realize it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you are, and more importantly, what you need to do to move up. Let's get into it. Level 1 is where almost everyone starts, and where too many people stay. At level 1, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Every month, your money comes in and goes straight back out. Rent, bills, food, subscriptions, and before you know it, you've got nothing left. Here's the scary part. You can be earning good money and still be stuck at level 1. I've seen people making $80,000 a year with zero savings, because income isn't the problem. Spending is. The trap of level 1 is this. Every time you get a raise, your lifestyle gets more expensive. New car, better apartment, more eating out. Economists call this lifestyle inflation, and it quietly destroys any chance you have at building wealth. How do you escape level 1? Simple. Before you spend a single penny, you pay yourself first. At minimum, 10–20% of everything you earn goes into savings before your bills, before food, before anything. If you can't afford that right now, the problem isn't your income, it's your expenses. Cut something, cancel something, downgrade something. The goal of level 1 is just this: create a gap between what you earn and what you spend. That gap is where wealth begins. Level 2 feels like a huge relief after level 1, and that's actually the danger. At level 2, you've got some savings, maybe a small emergency fund. You're not stressed. Every time an unexpected bill shows up, you can breathe. But a lot of people reach level 2 and stop. They get comfortable. They think, I'm doing all right. And comfortable is the enemy of wealthy. At level 2, your job is to do 3 things. First, build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. This is your safety net. If you lost your job tomorrow, you want to be able to survive for months without panicking. Second, eliminate high-interest debt, credit cards, payday loans, anything above 7–8% interest. Get rid of it aggressively. Debt is the anchor that keeps you from moving forward. Third, start learning. Books, videos, podcasts. You need to understand how money actually works before you can make it work for you. Most people were never taught this stuff in school, so you have to teach yourself. Level 2 is about building a foundation. Not exciting, not flashy, but essential. Now we're getting somewhere. Level 3 is where you start actually building wealth, not just saving it. And the key shift here is this: you stop thinking like a consumer and start thinking like an owner. At level 3, you're consistently investing. Every single month, money is going into assets. Index funds, ETFs, maybe real estate, things that grow in value over time. You're not trying to get rich overnight. You're playing the long game. Here's something most people don't understand. The stock market has returned an average of around 10% per year historically. That means if you invest $500 a month, starting at age 22, and you never stop, by the time you're 60, you could have over $3 million. $500 a month. That's it. The problem is, most people don't start. They think they need to know everything first. They wait until they have more money. They're scared of the wrong time. But here's the truth. Time in the market beats timing the market. Every single time. At level 3, you also start looking at your income differently. You start asking, how do I earn more? Not by working more hours, but by developing higher value skills, building side income, or moving into a better paid role. Your goal at level 3 is to get your investment number growing month after month, year after year, without stopping. This is the level that changes everything. At level 4, your money is making more money than you can make working. Your investments, your assets, your passive income, they're doing the heavy lifting. You're no longer trading all your time for money. Think about that for a second. You go to sleep and you wake up wealthier than when you went to bed. This is where compound interest becomes your greatest asset. And the interesting thing about compound interest is it's slow at the start, brutally slow. You invest for years. And it feels like nothing is happening. Then suddenly, it accelerates. The curve bends upward, and the numbers start growing faster than you ever thought possible. That's why so many people quit too early. They stop right before the magic happens. At level 4, you also need to start thinking about diversification. You don't want all your wealth tied up in one thing. Index funds, bonds, real estate, maybe a business. You spread risk across multiple streams. Here's a milestone to aim for. When your passive income covers your basic living expenses, that's the moment you're no longer dependent on a paycheck to survive. You're working because you want to, not because you have to. That's freedom. Level 5 is what most people imagine when they think of being rich. But I'll be honest with you, it's not really about the money at this point. At level 5, you have more than enough. Your wealth is self-sustaining. You have complete control over your time. The interesting thing about level 5 is what people do when they get here. Most of them don't stop working. They just work on things they actually care about. They start businesses. They give back. They build things. Because here's what nobody tells you. Freedom without purpose gets boring fast. The goal was never really the money. The goal was options, control, the ability to say yes to what you love and no to what you don't. Level 5 people also protect what they've built. They think about taxes strategically. They have proper structures around their wealth. They're not spending everything. They're preserving and growing it for the long term, and often for the people who come after. So, which level are you at right now? Be honest with yourself. Because knowing where you are is the first step to getting where you want to be. Most people watching this are at level 1 or 2, and that's okay. That's the starting point. The question is, are you going to stay there? The system never taught you any of this, but now you know. The only thing standing between you and level 3 is starting. If this video helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop a comment telling me which level you're at. I read every single one. And I'll see you in the next one.